Alright, welcome back. Let's get out of here. Actually, we got a dialogue with her.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
Maya folds her arms and clicks her tongue against the roof. Her of mouth. Against the roof, her of mouth. Her tongue against the roof. What? You mean her tongue against the roof of her mouth? What the fuck? This confused me so much. I was like, what the hell? That's a typo. These two words need to be flipped. What's that? I sincerely doubt it.
You're asking yourself, how did I let the Royal DEADFIRE Company plant an informant in my crew?
She chuckles to herself, but there is a note of resignation to it. Hands on his hips, surfing grins. This guy does the same thing over and over. Soti lifts her chin in interest.
My superiors might expect me to report in from time to time, but don't read too much into it. You're not the only big thing happening around here.
So basically you're openly saying you're gonna spy on me and I shouldn't worry about it.
I'm in this for a lot of information, a little diplomacy, and plenty of target practice.
I wonder how good she is with her ranged attacks. We will see. Hopefully she is better than other guys that shoot weapons, you know, at targets. Okay, at least you are upfront about spying on me. What are my actions? Oh. I'm seeking others. I want no part in trading company drama. Let's go with this. At least you are upfront about spying on me.
Better that you hear it from me than someone else, right?
Yeah, but still I'm gonna cut your head off if you just fucking do anything. I wonder if you can do that, like attack your companions. I don't think you can. Okay.
The company isn't in the business of reassigning officers outside of the mission unless they've got a damn good reason. And you are a damn good reason. Take the compliment.
I'll take the compliment. Okay. What if my actions damage the Royal DEADFIRE Company?
This whole campaign is a risk-benefit analysis. The Navy knows you're a gamble, and they're factoring in all potential losses.
Maya wipes a line of black powder from her cheek. What, you keep it in your pockets?
Rawatai is here to do some good work, since the Huana can't seem to do it themselves. Maybe just try and stay out of our way.
I'm seeking others. I want no part in trading company drama.
Then I look forward to seeing how long it takes before you find yourself in someone's back pocket. Oh, guess you ought to meet the bird. Ishi is smarter than he looks, but don't expect him to do any tricks.
Is there different pets she can have?
Ishi, come.
Maya taps her arm with two fingers and clicks her tongue again.
That's a good-looking bird.
Deer raises one hand and waggles his index finger. Wanna bet the bird is gonna just bite his finger?
Hey, birdie. Hey, birdie.
Ishiza shows no sign of recognition toward Maya or Deer. Ishiza simply claws at the ground and investigates some bugs. A few graceful hops away. Click your tongue like Maya. Cocking his head, Ishiza turns to you with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. Maya thumbs her chin, nodding.
Takes practice before he'll listen to you properly, but that's a good start.
Deer nods at Ishiza, who bobs his head in response. Deer nods twice, and the large bird replies with two head bobs. Deer begins tilting his head up and down, and Ishiza follows it with vigorous full-body bobs. Encouraged, the deer starts bouncing his body up and down, at which point Ishiza stops bouncing and watches the deer with cockeyed curiosity.
Did your friend suffer a head wound?
Maya frowns at the deer.
Before we get into deeper waters, I've got a question.
Maya clears her throat into her fist.
You've got a ship and a title. Being captain means more than just wearing a big hat. A lot of tough calls to be made.
I don't have a big hat. I have a helmet, which is useless. But I still get a big head, right?
Well, naturally. That's your right. A crew can be like family. They can also be like a nest of squalling infants.
I wonder if your crew can mutiny and stuff.
Let's say your galley cook was fixing to organize the rest of the crew into a mutiny.
Oh!
How would you handle it?
Oh! Is it really possible? I'd get ahead of the problem and compromise with the crew. I'd kill her. That's an example for the rest. That's Merc. Aggressive. She had a better grasp on morale. I'd cede command until we made port. Light a fuse leading to the black powder and leap over the railing. I'd get ahead of the problem and compromise with the crew.
Sort it out as equals. Interesting.
Well, I don't really, want to cut her head.
Of course, the only right answer is the one that works in a given time and place. I just wanted to hear yours.
Ever stifled the mutiny yourself, soldier?
Mostly preemptive measures. We try to pull the weeds before they reach the garden.
Seraphim strokes his braided beard beneath a quiet smirk. Dirty-eyed gleams with dark amusement.
But enough about me. Glad to be aboard, Captain.
Maya takes your arm and gives it a good pump.
I've got some answers.
Alright. Tell me about your family.
Well, my parents came from the DEADFIRE. I'm getting a taste of my roots. After they immigrated to Rawatai, their talents caught the Ranganui's eye. He saw them as this spectacle, this achievement of the old country, I guess. So they were honored guests. Not many Huana rose to distinction in Takoa. We were also curiosities. Even as we broke the same bread and tossed back the same wine, the Ranganui's friends always checked under the table to see if I had a tail. Kana thought it was hilarious.
You don't, right? Harmless fun, I'm sure.
Maybe if a kid does it once. When grown men and women do it, I have my doubts. Growing up in the Ranganui's shadow wasn't all bad. We had tutors and advisors at our disposal, and lots of folk from stranger parts than these. I spent my days learning to shoot, while my more academic siblings learned to express themselves. I leave you to judge who spent their time better.
How did you and Ishizo first get acquainted?
I won a shooting competition at the Ranganui's estate. This was a few years before enlisting with the Navy. As a reward, he gave me the freedom of the Royal Eyrie and said I could take my pick of the warbirds.
Maya kneels and strokes under Ishizo's beak.
Stinkfeathers here kicked a rather pretty hawk off my arm so he could have me all to himself. Been inseparable ever since.
You're one of Kana's siblings, aren't you?
Sure am. And I heard that you two spent some time together. Funny how the gods toss things together. I heard tell that Kana sailed off in search of whatever he didn't find in the Deerwood. They say he lit a fire under the Ranganui to speed up the taming of the DEADFIRE.
Maya grins at this, planting her hands on her hip with pride.
You clearly had some sway on his opinions, more than I ever did. Wish you had told Kana to give up on the poetry. He's got no ear for it.
Glad to hear he's making a difference. Take it easy on him.
No? As his sister, I'm supposed to catalog his missteps.
No, you're not.
I do with bullets what Kana did with words. Just in case you were wondering, the comparison ends there. Uh-oh. That's his I'm hungry and you're wasting my time fate.
Okay. Finally we're done with all this. chatter.
Your coming is a favorable omen already.
Are they too far? Are they really too far?
Such modesty, I say. You happen by a time when our rivals bicker and tear at each other's throats. It does not take a priest to see how the gods send us an outsider to dig under the skin of our enemies.
Honored to meet you.
Save your manners for my sister. Kohopa fashioned me for the arena.
You need a
Not
punch in the
court.
face, I see.
I will not paddle around the island. My sister wants to know if you are as useful as you are disruptive. She trusts me to judge this. You did not come this far to serve the crown, I say. But
Yep, they are
sailing is
freaking
an
far away.
expensive hobby. Loyal service can keep your galley stocked.
I could use some extra coin to outfit the Defiance.
Ikera, to patch a hull or stitch a sail is costly when supplies come from distant islands.
You're a prince, aren't you? Your words are too big. Is your pocket too, you know, is there too many holes in there?
The city has honest work for those in need, I say, and insists that everyone carry a heavy purse. Enjoy
Shut
your
up,
stay.
you. Alright, come here.
Ikira, but Maya, I hope you...
What? Look,
What?
keep your business where it belongs. With the captain.
Ah, okay, he was asking about Principe smuggling thing. I can't tell him about that. Oh, it's with her. I had other questions.
If there's curiosity to be satisfied, Ikira, I will help.
I actually want to talk with the queen about the gauntlet, not with this douche.
Ikira, both topics I know well.
What do you think of your sister's rule?
We agree on much, I say. The prosperity of the Juana, our burden to appease the gods. In the trading companies, Onikaza sees Worika testing us, weighing who deserves the isles. I see Ngate sending krakens of gold and iron against our ship, but arming us with a single harpoon. The gods will judge us by our persistence and our grace before foes.
How does the castle system work?
It is the same in the city as anywhere in the DEADFIRE. Mataru judge our souls at birth and organize us for the survival of the tribe. I am not the first to say it, but Nekataka has more walls than beaches, more roads than clearings, and more people than fish. Nowhere in the city does a Raparu sit around the same fire as a Mataru. Nekataka tests our traditions, I say.
You speak like the city is aware.
You speak as if it is not. Our ancestors built this place. We are the hermit crab who occupies a fallen shell. It is for my sister and her priest to judge the fit.
Okay. You don't seem to think much of the trading
My
company.
sister has mastered the diplomat's tongue, and I am foolish to give her frustrations a loud voice. But Ikera, I pray every day that Ngati tests the outsiders against her tallest waves and longest serpents.
The ocean is a few monsters short since the Armada showed up. I think we passed your fish god's trial.
Quite so, Maya.
You and Onakaza represent the Kahanga tribe?
Ikera, as the largest and most prosperous of the DEADFIRE tribes, the Kahanga have some authority to speak for the others. I say Onikaza and I are large stones in a tide pool, standing tall as the water rises to our necks.
What? There's some option
It
here
is
I
the
didn't
same
pick,
in
or
the city.
what?
I'm not the. Nowhere in the city does a
Oh,
Rakaro
it's
sit
this
around
one.
the same fire. Hey, Kara.
Alright, farewell. Okay, that's why that option is still highlighted. So that's it. Pretty much. Oh, hold on a second. There's stuff we can take here? Granis Yurgar. Who is that? Defender of the people. Okay, these are statues of different people. Diplomat. Not a diplomat. You meet a tall brown-haired man dressed in full plate mail. That might not normally catch your eye, but his mail is unusual, colored a deep green and emblazoned with the image of golden tree. Hand on the pommel of his sword, he watches the crowd go by with his keen eye. Not with his, but with keen eye. Relaxed yet fully alert, he narrows his eyes when he spots you. You have glasses. Why do people have glasses in this day and age here?
What do you need of me?
He looks at you warily. Warily. Warily? Yeah. As if he is deciding whether you are a snake that might bite.
Well?
Tell me about yourself. Wow, so weird to just walk up to a stranger and say that. He instantly hesitate. He's instantly hesitant and sure of your intent. Eyes narrow, he sizes you up and then nods. Somebody else in his place should have said, "Get lost, creep." These are two sharks hugging each other. Interesting armor you have there.
I suppose it is.
Oh, it's a
Are
paladin.
you familiar with the shield bearers of Saint Elka?
Of course.
We are a paladin order.
What the hell? I'm of order myself.
My brother! I am glad to see a friendly face in this sun-scorched archipelago. I trust you came here on honest work? Well, I needn't hear the details. You asked about me, after all.
He clears his throat dramatically.
I am the son of a disgraced noble family. My father and brothers were executed for treason when I was a boy. Rightfully so, I must add. And my mother, sister, and I were thrown out on the street.
Oh man, your brain is so damaged. Your own family was executed, and you think that's right?
All we had to our names was a trunk full of heirlooms. One of them was this suit of armor, which belonged to my eldest brother. Now I endeavor to live up to its promise and redeem my family's honor.
That's way too fanatical, you know, when someone thinks like that. No matter what the person does, usually, I mean, that's not, if you don't count like most hideous crimes, for instance. You still stay by your family. I mean, holy shit. You might say, they might think that they are wrong, but still, you can't just, you know, dismiss it completely and say, okay, they were right to kill them. Oh my god.
That's the long and short of it, really.
Can you teach me what you learned as a member of the Shield Bearers?
Well, you would need to become a shield bearer yourself to really learn it all. But I suppose I can teach you a thing or two as we stand
Survival
here.
and athletics,
The
3,000
privilege will run you
copper.
3,000 copper. My thanks.
There you go. Alright. Not gonna read that. He taught me more athletics and some survival. So I have 1 point in survival now. That's great. Actually, 3,000 is not that bad for 2 points in skills. So
Sure.
interesting. So this guy was a
Greetings.
trainer.
Well, I've taught you what I can. The rest is yours to learn in your journey with the
Okay,
Order.
so you can't teach me anymore, huh?
I am the son of a disgraced noble. All we had to our names. That's the long and goodbye.
Alright.
Huh?
So apparently we found another trainer. There is another room in here. Upper floor. Ah, this is the lower floor. Okay, it's a bird cage. What the? I told you to close that.
Alright.
What's this? Some more stuff. Oh, wait a minute, I wanted to see something. Oh boy, your weapon is shit. I think... Is it though? Don't tell me this is the same. Wow, this is the same weapon. Oh man. Whoa, look at the reload on her. This is on the priest. This is on the ranger. Attack time. Accuracy is not much different. Yeah, I think she's too far, that's why. Penetration the same. Okay, so reload time pretty high on her because of negative dexterity. I should give her different weapons. I don't remember what weapons she is good with. Weapon proficiencies. Probably should give her a scepter if I find one. Destructive channeling, that's nice. I don't have a scepter, unfortunately. I don't think. That's a rod. I'm not even proficient with that. Another rod. I haven't found any scepters so far. The only scepter there is, a deer has it. Not a deer. What was his name? I forget. How'd I change my party actually? Can I change it right here? You guys are not healing.
Yeah?
How do I change my party? I completely forgot about that horn that I had. This thing. Could use it per encounter. There's so many things to use that I actually forget about them. I'm not sure if I can do anything with the party from this screen. Don't know. Yeah, I don't need that. No. I don't know. I wanted to take the scepter off of him and give it to her
What can I do you for?
instead. Okay. There's something else. It's a shrine. But you can't interact with it. Or this one. Oh. Sorry for the boring episodes.
Sure thing.
Too much chatter in these two. But I'm sure if you don't like that, you could skip. Okay. Let's get out of here. The dialogues and the talks and all the discussions and interactions take a long time.
Reach, Maya.
They were doing fine without our help.
Saying no. Go too long without release, you risk the bits getting all clogged up.
We can only watch and pray they help themselves.
Thanks for shutting up. Probably need to go to a tavern in order to change the party. Most likely. What is this? That's an estate. Another estate. Just a hard save for once.
Hunter or prey?
Oh my god, more chat.
Do you seek companionship on your travels across the Deadfire? Why not take a little friend along?
A little friend? Like you or what?
We have many animals on offer.
Oh.
All well-trained and eager for a new home.
See what you have.
Akira.
Whoa. That's a lot of cats and dogs and stuff. Stride. Perception, intellect, area of effect. I should try one of these. Why don't I do it right away?
Remember, a pet Akira.
I'm just curious. Actually, I had just saved. I didn't have to do that. Let's try this. It doesn't reset everything. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Oh, so I keep my old attributes. It doesn't reset everything. That blows. Actually. Yeah, okay, I see. But I could retrain the other ones. This one is not really necessary. You know, the worst thing is, it doesn't let me get out of this screen without any changes. I literally have to pick something to get out of this stupid screen. Oh my god, you're gonna do this to me? Are you serious? Seriously? Oh, there's a cross there. God. Thank God I found it. That would be awful. That would be awful. To go through all the leveling like that. I didn't notice that little cross there. Literally nothing worked, like escape or anything. But I could retrain other ones because they have some abilities that I don't need.
Captain?
I don't know.
I'm listening. Aye, aye.
Let's see. Did I notice something here before? Who's this? A woman with skin like hardened sailcloth sits upright and stares off to the distance, her lips held in a tight and thoughtful pinch. She blinks and sits even straighter as you cross her view.
So, it will be you, then.
I didn't come for this, but here we go.
No one sent you to find me?
She hesitates, taking your measures with a hard squint.
Then, I owe you an apology. I have collected many foes over the years. Some of them would sprint up the mountain to see me push through the jaws of the great eel.
She exhales and moves her head back to her lap. Who are you?
You do not recognize the great huntress of the archipelago? Ah, the candle of infamy burns too bright and too fast.
Oh really, what have you done?
As Nungata Whale Splitter, I cleared the jungles and seas alike of slippery creatures. I earned my foes later, when I hunted a deadlier prey.
Extremely tall women?
Ha! Bounties, you wild ibex.
She just called me wild ibex. Screw you.
It's been years since I tossed a harpoon, so now I stay abreast of what bounties need filling. That's Mataru retirement for you.
Ah, okay. You must think everyone is out to get you.
An occupational hazard, I say.
I don't know.
Hunters do not play well with others.
Speak for yourself.
Oh my god, I knew it. Ever missed the hunt?
I miss traveling across the archipelago, answering to no one but my empty belly and purse. But this is a younger woman's game. Better that I step aside and make way for aspiring killers. Okay?
Honestly, never heard of a bounty hunter woman, to be honest. But hey, that's me.
Interested in taking up the trade, are we? I hear you've done good work for Aboko. We all start somewhere, I suppose.
What do you mean start? I already done like maybe 3 or 4 bounties before.
I warn you that I deal in the heads of the exceptionally dangerous. A lady needs standards, after all.
I assume this means they're exceptionally well priced?
You assume right, Hunter.
Cool.
Let's cut your teeth on clever Bena, infamous dwarf mystic of the obscured. A scavenger, I say. Picks off those who trust her for an evening, and then pockets their coin when she's bled them out.
Ah, sneaky type.
Bena was seen traveling on an island due southwest of Osongo.
Okay.
Ask away, Hunter.
Goodbye. Well, guys, so far so good. Join me in the next one and we'll see what's next in this city, which is just never ending. So I see you later. Take care.